Hey everybody, welcome to the ball pit. Or really, actually, I'm sorry. Welcome to another quick save review with me, RC, here on GGRC. We are talking about Ball Pit, or Ball X Pit. And as I mentioned, welcome to the ball pit. I guess technically this isn't the ball pit. This is my village here. So yeah, ball pit. What is this game? This is a fun roguelike style game with a lot of like old school video game vibes going on here. It's like Breakout meets roguelike with RPG elements and progress and all that other stuff and everything. So this is my town next to the ball pit. This is the elevator that takes you down. It's the pit lift. See that? I have I played a lot of this game. This came out in October, mid-October, and I know we're only covering it here at the start of December, but yeah, it's because I've just been kind of chipping away at this game, and I really dig it. I'll show you more about the town here, but I want to show you the core game, okay? What I'm going to show you is I'm just going to show you the crux of the game here. Later in the game, this is a little bit of a spoiler here, you'll get the option to bring a second character with you if you want, so you can throw more and more balls here. But there are few levels here. Let's start somewhere near the beginning. Let's do the desert. This one's pretty fun here. Lets me know we already completed this. Actually, what's fun, you can play on normal, you can play on fast, fast plus, fast plus plus. You can play fast plus 3. You can play at all these different speeds you unlock. We're gonna just go with fast here so we can play through a round somewhat quickly. But here we go into the pit. Yeah, so I'll just come right out and say it. Love this game. I think it's great. So you jump in, your guy gets to pick a ball, and you can pick from other balls. And depending on how upgraded your character and your town is, you could pick these things up front, like extra balls and extra passives that will help you here. Let's see here. Let's do an effigy so you guys can see what this does. You get this guy, they'll attack the enemies as you go. Spoilers here. I'm just gonna like rip through the enemies here, okay? So if you notice me bouncing through here, going through super quick, and killing everything really easily, it's because I'm just like destroying everything based on my level. So here you go. Yeah, you bounce around with your character here. You throw your balls. Depending on the character, you get the little white balls to go along with them. They're called baby balls. And you collect these orbs or these gems. The gems, what they do is they will help you level up as you go and get additional balls and additional passives. And what we have here is a bunch of different balls. The balls can evolve too. They can turn into cooler, more powerful balls. So we're going to be talking about balls here a lot, guys, so I hope you're not offended by that. Let's see here. Let's go with the passive. Let's slow down some enemies here. But yeah, I happen to have this character comes with the ability to make them bleed with that like thorny ball thing that he has. We're gonna grab this little swirly fusion thing. You can actually combine your balls. Who doesn't want to combine their balls? Bleed plus laser. So we combined our bleed ball with the laser ball. But the other ball I got is a fireball. That will hit the enemies, light them on fire. Here, we'll grab the lightning one. Lightning one's fun. You'll see them get zapped. So there's all kinds of different fun balls to get in this game to wreak havoc with. Sometimes when you get the swirly thing, you know, you'll just get some upgrades, which always welcome here. We'll grab that. So yeah, you'll see I am just absolutely destroying these guys because I have played a lot and have gotten a lot of upgrades. You may not have this kind of experience when you're first starting out. When you're first starting out, it might be a bit tough. So keep that in mind. There was definitely a time starting this game where in the beginning, I actually couldn't get past, I think it was this level. I played it probably like 10 times before I finally finished it the first time because my character just wasn't powerful enough to get through it. But then, once you are more powerful, you can just pretty much own all the enemies and these mini bosses that show up. You see on the right side that there is a little progress bar. We get the poison ball there. And that progress bar represents when the mini bosses are going to show up and when the big boss will show up as well. So I'll just keep hitting the big boss here, take him out. There you go. You collect resources as well that you can use in the base area that we saw earlier. Get some more upgrades. I'm getting the upgrades. I'm so so powerful in this game. I'm getting the upgrades quicker than I can actually speak to everything that's going on here. What do we want? Balls go through enemies, deal 30% bonus damage when hitting them from the side. This one's pretty fun because when you throw the balls, they'll just go through the enemies. Instead of bouncing off them every single time. Let's do another fusion. Why not? Let's keep going. Let's fuse all the balls. Keep on keeping on here. Get the other laser, so that way we have the vertical laser and the horizontal laser going. But yeah, I mean, this is basically the game. You get a few different biomes or settings to play in. The enemies do vary, not just in look, but also in how they react and how they attack you as you go. So in certain levels, you'll have more AoE type enemies, you know, that will attack you and hit a certain area. You got more ranged enemies in certain ones, like this one. These bugs all try to zap you at once, which can get pretty annoying when you're not super powerful yet. When you're still kind of a weakling, they get to be pretty annoying. But we're moving along pretty good here. Moving at a good clip. Grab some gold. We've upgraded everything. Can you believe it? The only way to get more now is we got to get some of those whirligig things. Okay, we're still moving here. The bosses also completely change every level too, so there's actually a lot of variety to the game. If you think you played one level, you played them all, it's definitely not the situation. Because you're going to jump in, and some levels really are going to challenge you because you're going to have some enemies that jump, which is pretty wild. You wouldn't expect it, but it does happen. Here we go. If we evolve this one, it'll combine the two balls. And we get the Freezy Ray. And then we have an ability to unlock yet another ball. How about the Egg Sack, which will give us even more baby balls? Who doesn't want more baby balls? More balls, the better. So we get another one of those reactor things. Boom. Get some level ups. Moving on. So yeah, the game loop for this is like very addicting. At least it was for me. It's got the old school, like, you know, the way games used to feel in the 90s type of feel to it, you know, with like a breakout type feel. But it's got that roguelike progress. You know, I'm making progress and updating my character with, you know, RPG elements, all that stuff mixed in. That really brings everything together, and for me has been a super addicting game. This might be one of my favorite games of the year, honestly, just for the sheer fact that, like, I've always felt like I was doing something. Like, even when I died, I felt like I was putting, you know, I don't know how to put it, but making some kind of progress on something with some character, you know? And that was always a great feeling. That was Freeze Ray plus the Egg Sack. Cool thing to mention about that is that the Freeze Ray, when it combines with the Egg Sack, is all the small baby balls also get the same abilities as the Freeze Ray ball, which means like all the baby balls will still freeze the enemy just as the big one does, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I always... This one definitely had that like one more round feel for me. Like it would be time for me to go to bed, and I'd still be like, if I play on the fastest speed, I could still get one in, right? To the point where I have done everything you can in this game. It took me in game time, before I launched this, it said I played this game for about a day and a half. So, let's say 30-something hours to do all that. But I had a great time with it. This is one of those games. I'm actually playing this on Game Pass. It's available on Steam. It's $15 on Steam. It's one of those games that when it goes on sale, like a deep sale on Steam, I'm probably gonna buy it again and probably play it all over again. just because I liked it that much. So this one will definitely be in my top games for the year. For sure. The enemies are actually gaining some traction on me here. You see that? The way you build your balls and the way they interact with the AoE and stuff really dictates how you're going to perform, even if you're a really powerful character, too. Because sometimes you could still have like a crappy build with your balls and everything, the way you build out your character, even at a very powerful... Oh, we got a dodge here. Even at, with a very powerful character at a high level, you know? Alright, we're going to take this guy out pretty quick here. I thought this boss was pretty cool, though. It has different stages here. This boss was super difficult for me to take out. Oh, I should probably dodge those, huh? This boss was super difficult for me to take out the first few times I fought him. I just couldn't get him. Okay, let me grab the gold again. Gold seems to be the hardest thing for me to get in this game for whatever reason. I don't know why. Not that it really matters at this point, considering I've completed everything. But even though I've completed everything, the thing I should mention, by the way, that was a really fast round, as you could see. We'll return to base here. But even if you finish everything, they do give you a new game plus option. So if you decide you want to go back and play more... Oh, next update is level 10. So that'll unlock Snowy Shores, and that's within New Game Plus. So if you decide to go in and play again, you know, you pick your character, continue, you hit the right trigger, and it takes you over to New Game Plus. I haven't played much of this at all because I was trying to pretty much cap everything out here that I could. And you can see there's still a few areas where I didn't do... actually, yeah, I beat everything on normal. I just haven't beat everything on fast. Anyway, let's go to the harvesting, shall we? So, in your town here, when you come back, this is how you do all the upgrades for your character. All these buildings over here are my buildings for my actual characters where they live. Like, the character called the Shade, this is where he lives, and you gain 100 gold whenever you die in a level. Which, you know, not a big deal. You have a character called the Juggler. Some of them have these abilities too, that harvest rock from adjacent boulders every 10 minutes, which are used for upgrades and everything. You'll see that some of these buildings that are green, these are the ones that are currently being built. And to harvest, you're going to basically bounce your characters all over them to try to build them. So let's see. If we go to the wagon factory, we can upgrade that one. We can upgrade this one. And I think that's all we're going to be able to do now. So at any point here, you can go to harvest. And you get this little thing here where you take your character and you... I'm going to try to bounce him up in there to hit the back buildings as much as he can. So let's do it. There they go. So it's fun to watch the buildings being hit and built and everything like that. Again, I'm at a really high level. Most of the time, that many bounces would build anything that you currently have going on, but not these. These, as you can see, need 1,050 to get there. So they're pretty high. But yeah, that is a look at Ball Pit. This game, like I said, great. One of my favorites of the year. There's a bit more to it than what I explained here, but I want to leave a little bit of something for you all to discover and play with on your own here. Definitely worth it. I think even if you don't have Game Pass, you want to buy this one, I think it's fully worth the $15 as far as roguelikes go. Had an excellent time with this one, so fully recommended for me. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.